How are you today? I hope you are doing great. Our story today is called Emma's Angels. It is November 24th, a month before Christmas. As I slip under the covers in my bed, I feel I need to have a one-on-one with God. I sit in my bed, I pull my notebook and pen from the nightstand drawer and I start writing. God, it's Emma here. We need to talk. I write about the confusion I have in my life. Confusion regarding my career options, confusion in my relationships, confusion in whether or not I am moving at all or just standing still and life is passing me by without even realizing it. See, my partner is a very interesting guy. One night he comes to me saying that we should part ways. The next night, he's more relaxed and he talks about our future together and what we should invest in and the house we will buy together. The third night, we're back to planning our breakup. The fourth night, he's planning his retirement in a foreign land and of course I am with him. The fifth night, he's giving me my Christmas present with a bow that is shaped like a heart. The sixth night, he is marking our separate territories at home, which room is his and which is mine, while fighting with me over putting up pictures on a wall of his territory because little that I knew, we have been separated for a while now. How on earth didn't I see it? I swear, dealing with him is getting me very close to schizophrenia. This is just the chapter of my relationship. You can understand the rest. So anyway, I tell God, I need you. Can you please take my hand and walk me through your doors of light because I see nothing here? Can you please take me away from all the confusion I have in my life? I need you. I need you. I need you. I go to bed. And in case you're anxious to hear that I woke up on a miracle or a big revolution, you can relax. Nothing really happened. I actually wake up on my partner taking the day off from work. You know what this means? This means that I have to leave and stay outside most of the day to save us any perceived or unperceived conflict. It's a feeling you get when you are living in a storm zone. So I go to the mall, I take a walk, then as I go to get my coffee and return back to my seat, the seat that I have reserved in the food court, I find two men sitting almost on my lap. See, the seat that I have reserved is not on a table, but rather a high chair by a narrow bar-like structure. On the other side of the bar counter, the two men are sitting. When I take my seat, I would be so close across from them, more than the people sitting on the same table. I will definitely be in their conversation. Out of curiosity, I take a quick glance around the food court, which is really spacious. It has a total of maybe 7 people spread across. Yet, those two men have chosen to abandon the over 100 seats available and sit where there is a water bottle, a book, a jacket, my hat, and apparently to keep me company. So I take my seat anyway. It will be rude to pick up my stuff and leave. They make a joke about how they are now sitting with me. They introduce themselves and shake hands. A conversation starts. The conversation very quickly turns to spirituality and God. Well, it's Christmas season, so the spirit is in the air. You can almost breathe it. Anyway, the conversation evolves and all of a sudden, one of the guys tells me, "You are aligned with God. Refer to Him as God, not the universe or source. You are getting closer to Him. Just ask Him. Just pray for Him to be revealed to you in a way that you would understand, a way that makes sense to you. You will reach new heights, Emma. I can already see it. You will positively impact hundreds of thousands of people from all around the world." In case you're wondering, I did not tell them about any confusion or anything. We were just talking about spirituality in general, okay? And this is what he tells me. See, the last sentence is my dream. positively impact hundreds of thousands of people from all around the world. This is my dream. A dream that I can never, for the love of God, draw a how-to strategy to. Anyways. So the guy carries on. Just make the time, Emma, every day for an hour or so, before bedtime, without any distraction. Sit with God and ask Him to align you with the good for you and for humanity. Ask Him to align you with your power. Ask Him to show you the way. Break free from focusing on your own survival, your own problems, your own drama. Pray to be an instrument for wider and greater good. You're almost there. You're almost there, Emma. I can't wait to hear about you, and I will hear about you soon. This is how I looked like, just stunned and silent. The other guy then asks to pray for me, and he does. He puts his hand on my arm and he starts saying stuff that I cannot hear. Then they both leave. After I awaken from my speechlessness, I feel so taken care of. I do. And to think that I have been initially annoyed with my partner staying at home as it has driven me out. Wow. Imagine if I had stayed at home, I wouldn't have met my two angels. Wait a minute. Did I say my angels? Angels? It feels like they are my angels. My angels are males, without wings. One is Hispanic and the other is Caucasian. They have no halos. There is no light coming out of them. They do have nice smiles and kind looks. They are in their 30s. They wear casual clothes. One of them wears a baseball cap. Is there baseball in heaven? The Hispanic has short hair. The Caucasian has longer brown hair, a mustache and a beard. My angels look nothing like the angels in pictures, movies, or tarot cards. I always wondered if one day I can see an angel. I read a lot about people saying they saw angels and they always describe them as big light creatures. But my angels look so different. They look so normal. A voice of doubt in my head is laughing at me, being extremely skeptical, and is saying that those guys are just normal human beings, drunk with the spirit of Christmas and preaching. How didn't you see that? I really want to believe that they are my angels, and the fact that they choose to show themselves to me this way is so that I don't freak out, and I continue listening to them. I want to believe that they come just for me, and that their message is God's reply to my words with Him last night. If this is true and it is God replying to me, then I now believe that He is closer than I ever thought Him to be. And I'm not religious. I'm just a human being who believes that God created her for good reason. But it's so awesome to feel that He is so close. If this is true and God is replying to me, a simple human being, by sending two angels just for me, then I do feel so special. I do feel so honored, so loved, so blessed, so humbled with gratitude. Okay, now the reason I'm sharing this is twofold. First, I really want it to sink in. I want to repeat it, to believe it. I want to overpower the voice of doubt in my head. Have you ever felt this way? I want to live the experience over and over again because it feels so awesome. As I repeated, I can hear another faint voice emerging in my head saying, if they had appeared to you as the angels in the movies, would you have believed your eyes? Would you have believed your ears? Or would you have thought that you were but in a dream? If they had appeared to you as the angels in the movies, then probably you would have been the only one to see them. But now, if you ask the cleaning lady, for example, who was moving around near you and them at the food court, she would confirm seeing two men talking with you, even if she did not hear what they said. I think your encounter with your angels was intended to be this way because it's the message they carry to you that matters, not the format. The message. Think about it. Wow, I love this voice. It makes sense. It makes so much sense, right? Okay, the second reason I'm sharing this is because I know I used to love stories like this, and I still do, because it kind of rejuvenate my faith and give me hope. It's one of the reasons I do love Christmas movies, with the good deeds, the unexpected amazing turn of events, how good people find their hearts and end up together, and how all is working for the greater good. We are conditioned to believe that we are so far from God's realm, especially if we are not practicing religion in churches, mosques, or temples. But maybe we're not far. Maybe we are a lot closer than we think. Whether we are practicing the organized religions in religious places or not, maybe our prayers, even if they are in a form of a conversation with God or a letter or a diary or a song, are actually heard. Maybe we are seen and we are taken care of. Maybe the troubling circumstances do not mean that we are forgotten or that we have been abandoned by God. Maybe all we need to do is eliminate the voice of doubt and replace it by that other faint voice. I'm sharing my story with those who feel the same way, who have the same voice of doubt, who wish to rejuvenate their faith, who wish to believe that they are closer to God's realm than they think, if only they are willing to open their hearts and listen and just believe what they hear. I believe you and I and everyone else are more loved than we think. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Emma. Wow, I hope you like the story. I'll see you again in another story. See you later.